Although the packaging of this cell phone mount doesn't look like anything special, this is an excellent mount, with several very useful features and only one main drawback. As you can see, it comes in a plain box with a little baggie to hold the mount when you're not using it. The mount is made out of aluminum and feels very solidly built. I had no issues attaching the mount to a plate and putting it on my tripod. When installing your phone, keep in mind the zoom you plan on using. If you're using ×1, you can place the phone right in the middle of the mount. If you plan on using the wide angle lens, you might need to secure it closer to the opposite end of the phone from your lens. Otherwise, you might see part of the mount in your footage. The clamps are adjustable from both sides and hold the phone very securely once fully tightened. I like this type of clamp over the spring-loaded ones because it's easier to get the phone in and out, and I can control how hard I clamp the phone in. I tested this with 2 different phones and it did a great job holding both of them. Once your phone is secured in the clamps, this mount allows you to get literally any angle you need. Obviously, you can do both landscape and vertical mode, but the ball joint with the notch that also rotates lets you get everything in between, sideways, upside down, angled, and pretty much anything you can think of. I purchased this one when I ran into a limitation with my previous mount, and I don't think I'm going to have to worry about that with this one. This can also function as a separate phone stand once you disconnect it from the tripod plate. You can flip out the stabilizing leg and place it on any flat surface. I will mention I like this flip out design over some of the magnetic options I've seen on other mounts because this one is permanently attached and you can't lose it. In the standalone mode, you can clamp your phone anywhere you want using vertical mode. But if you want the horizontal, you need to make sure to clamp it in the middle of the phone, otherwise it will tilt. This rules out using the wide lens for some phones. So this brings us to the main drawback I mentioned earlier. It's the lack of attachment options for things like lights and mics on this mount. So if you need something like that, this mount is probably not for you. But if you need just a straightforward, good quality cell phone mount that is extremely flexible, I think this would be a great fit.